Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. This is designed specifically for you solo beauty business owners out there to help you take absolute control of your finances using the Home Studio Financial Tracker. Look, if you're running your own setup, you already know that delivering an amazing client experience, that's really only half the job. The other half is managing the money. And let's be entirely honest with ourselves. That's usually the part that keeps you up at night, right? If you're an incredible esthetician or a super talented massage therapist who suddenly feels completely overwhelmed by a shoebox full of messy, crumpled receipts at tax time, trust me, you are absolutely not alone. It's the classic solo studio struggle. You finish a long, exhausting day of back-to-back appointments, and literally the absolute last thing you want to do is sort through faded thermal paper receipts for wax beads, fresh towels, and massage oils. So the admin gets pushed to the weekend, then maybe to the end of the month, and suddenly you're just drowning in paper. And honestly, this leads us to the single most important question you can ask yourself about your business. Are you just busy, or are you actually profitable? It is incredibly easy to confuse a packed schedule and constant exhaustion with a highly profitable business. But without tracking the numbers, that's kind of just an illusion. This is exactly the pain point our financial tracker solves. We need to transition you from just knowing how physically busy you were to knowing exactly what you made, what it actually cost you, and what goes directly into your pocket. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1, the solo studio struggle, 2, organizing your digital receipts, 3, step-by-step daily tracking, 4, calculating home studio costs, 5, putting together a painless EOFY accountant summary, and 6, your pricing reality check. Starting with part 1, the solo studio struggle, and acknowledging the financial mess. Moving right along to part 2, organizing your digital receipts, and creating the best folder setup. The foundation of this entire system starts well before you even open up a spreadsheet. The absolute crucial point here is that you must centralize all your business documents digitally so nothing gets lost. I mean, you simply cannot track what you cannot find. Moving your entire operational history to a secure, cloud-based system like Google Drive is your very first action step. It means the minute you buy supplies, you just snap a quick photo of the receipt on your phone, upload it, and literally throw the paper away. By setting up these 8 specific folders, you create a perfect, intuitive digital filing cabinet for every single piece of paper your business generates. When you buy a new ring light, the receipt goes straight into equipment. When you pay your monthly Canva fee or your online booking software, it goes directly into subscriptions. Education gets its own folder, like for that specialized masterclass you took last month. If you lock this structure in right now, there's absolutely no more guessing where things are when June rolls around. Everything has a home. All right, part 3, step-by-step daily tracking and mastering your cash flow. This daily workflow is going to be your absolute secret weapon. It completely transforms financial tracking from this looming annual nightmare into just a really manageable daily habit. Step 1, you just check your category list to make sure the services you offer are up to date. Step 2, you enter every single payment into the income tracker at the end of your day. And step 3, you drop any business purchases you made into the expense tracker. Honestly, that is the entire process. Once you get the hang of it, this step-by-step routine takes less than 5 minutes at the end of your workday. It gives you total peace of mind before you even walk out of the studio. So let's talk about how the income tracker actually works in action. It cleanly logs every single service, building a crystal clear picture of exactly where your money is coming from. Whether a client pays via Square, a direct bank transfer, or just hands you cash, logging it line by line lets you clearly see the breakdown. Say client A brought in $75 for a Brazilian, and client B brought in $120 for a 60-minute massage. By doing this daily, you aren't just tracking deposits, you're tracking the actual value of your specific services over time. Then over on the expense tracker side of things, the sheet automatically calculates your claimable amounts based on your specific business use percentages. For example, those like on hot wax beads, they're 100% used for your business, so the full $120 is claimable. But what about your phone plan? Well, if you use it half the time for personal calls and half for client bookings, you just enter 50%, and the tracker instantly knows only $35 is legally claimable. This simple feature prevents you from overclaiming and keeps your records completely compliant with no extra math on your end. Next up, part 4, calculating home studio costs so you don't miss out on deductions. Now, this is where home studio owners really win big. You can legitimately claim portions of your rent, electricity, cleaning, and internet bills based on your business use percentages. So if your home studio takes up 25% of your house's floor plan, you can generally claim 25% of your rent and utilities. This is precisely why this tracker is so much more powerful than a generic off-the-shelf spreadsheet. It's built from the ground up for the unique nuances and tax advantages of running a home-based beauty business. And wow, just look at a number like $15,780. Seeing a massive figure like that in home studio claimable costs on your dashboard proves exactly why tracking these detailed percentages is so vital to your bottom line. I mean, that is thousands and thousands of dollars in legitimate business deductions that lower your taxable income. And the crazy truth is, you might have entirely missed out on this money if you were just guessing your expenses or, forgetting to calculate the square footage of your treatment room against your rent. Which brings us to part 5, Painless EOFY Accountant Summary. Let's make tax season a breeze. Because you've been doing your easy 5-minute daily tracking all year, the sheet automatically compiles all those daily entries into a really clean, comprehensive accountant summary tab. You don't have to do any extra math at the end of the year, it's already done. It instantly calculates your total income, your total claimable expenses, and your true net profit. In this specific scenario, despite making over $2,000 in income, the heavy upfront investment in claimable expenses means the business actually operated at a net loss for that period. This kind of immediate, compiled clarity is exactly what your accountant wants and needs to see. Plus, the tracker allows you to provide specific professional notes directly alongside your numbers. Supplying this extra context ensures your accountant has everything they need to aggressively maximize your tax return. You're effectively handing them a beautifully organized package and saying, hey, here's exactly how I operate my home space, here is the data, please just verify my math. Your accountant will literally love you for this. And hey, they might even charge you less for their time because you've already done all the heavy lifting. Finally, part 6, your pricing reality check and growing your solo business. Wrapping up your year isn't just about paying taxes. It's fundamentally about making smarter business decisions moving forward. The Pricing Reality Check tab really forces you to look in the mirror. You gotta ask, did I actually pay myself enough? Which service made the most money? Which one took way too much time? Looking at your data, you might see that a 60-minute massage requires a massive energy output, but yields a surprisingly moderate profit per hour, which signals it definitely needs a price bump. Meanwhile, a 30-minute Brazilian wax might show up as a highly profitable short-time service that you should be actively promoting. The tracker stops the guesswork and gives you the hard data to price your worth. By combining a solid digital folder system with this simple step-by-step daily tracker, you really do transform your entire professional life. You move from being stressed out and overwhelmed to being a completely empowered business owner. You get to transition away from the chaos of shoebox receipts and step into the absolute clarity of knowing exactly what your time, your energy, and your specialized treatments are truly worth in the market. So as you set up your Google Drive folders today and get ready to log your very next service, I want you to ask yourself a question. What hidden insights will you uncover about your own business this year? Will you find out you've been undercharging for your signature treatment? Or maybe that your legal home studio deductions are way higher than you ever thought possible? Dive into the numbers, take control of your cash flow, and let the data guide your ultimate success.